Seniors, something is happening to your body right now, and you may not even feel it yet. After the age of 60, muscle loss does not announce itself loudly. It does not arrive with sharp pain or dramatic warning signs. Instead, it happens quietly, gradually, almost invisibly. One year you feel slightly weaker than before. The next year climbing stairs feels heavier. Then carrying groceries becomes more tiring than it used to be. Many people assume this is simply normal aging. But in truth, there is a deeper reason. Your muscles are disappearing. This process is known as age-related muscle decline. After 60, the body naturally begins to lose muscle mass at a faster rate. Without proper nutritional support, this loss accelerates. Strength decreases, balance weakens, energy fades, independence slowly becomes harder to maintain. But here is what most seniors are never told. Muscle loss is not only about exercise. It is deeply connected to what you eat every single day. As we grow older, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing and using nutrients. The same meals that once kept you strong in your 40s may no longer be enough in your 60s and 70s. Your muscles now require more intentional nourishment. Without it, they shrink faster than expected. Many seniors unknowingly reduce their protein intake as they age. Appetite changes, digestion slows, meals become lighter. Sometimes breakfast is just tea and toast. Lunch may be small, dinner portions shrink. While this might feel comfortable, it creates a silent deficiency. Muscle tissue is built and maintained by protein. Without adequate daily protein, your body begins breaking down existing muscle to meet its needs. Over time, this leads to noticeable weakness, slower walking speed, difficulty standing up from a chair, and reduced stability. Balance issues often follow muscle loss. Weak leg muscles make it harder to correct small stumbles. Falls become more common. Recovery takes longer. For many seniors, one fall can change everything. Independence, confidence, and mobility can decline rapidly after an injury. Energy levels also drop when muscle mass decreases. Muscles play a major role in metabolism. When muscle shrinks, metabolism slows. Fatigue becomes more frequent. Activities once enjoyed may start to feel exhausting. This is not simply aging. It is often undernourished muscle. Another important factor is inflammation. As the body ages, low-grade inflammation becomes more common. Chronic inflammation interferes with muscle repair and growth. Without the right nutrients to support recovery, the body struggles to rebuild muscle tissue after daily use. So what is the missing piece? One powerful, often overlooked food plays a major role in protecting senior muscle health: high-quality protein from natural, whole sources. Protein is not just for athletes or bodybuilders. It is essential for seniors. In fact, older adults may require more protein per kilogram of body weight than younger adults to maintain muscle mass. Foods such as eggs, Greek yogurt, lentils, beans, fish, lean poultry, and tofu provide the building blocks your muscles need. Among these, eggs are particularly powerful. They contain complete protein, meaning they provide all essential amino acids necessary for muscle repair and growth. They are also easy to digest, affordable, and versatile. Fish, especially fatty fish like salmon or sardines, offers both protein and omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation and may improve muscle protein synthesis in older adults. This combination supports both muscle preservation and recovery. Legumes such as lentils and beans are excellent plant-based sources of protein and fiber. They support digestive health while contributing to daily protein needs. For seniors who prefer lighter meals, these options can be gentle, yet effective. Many seniors mistakenly fear protein due to outdated beliefs about kidney health. However, for most healthy older adults, moderate protein intake within recommended guidelines is safe and beneficial. Of course, individuals with specific medical conditions should consult their healthcare provider before making dietary changes. Timing also matters. Instead of consuming most protein at dinner, seniors benefit from spreading protein intake throughout the day. Including protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner provides steady support for muscle maintenance. A simple breakfast with eggs or Greek yogurt can significantly improve daily intake. Strength training further enhances the benefits of protein. Even light resistance exercises using body weight or resistance bands can stimulate muscle growth when combined with adequate nutrition. The body responds remarkably well, even after 60 or 70 when given proper support. Hydration is another overlooked factor. Dehydration can worsen fatigue and muscle weakness. Seniors often feel less thirsty with age, leading to lower fluid intake. Drinking adequate water supports circulation, nutrient delivery, and overall muscle function. Vitamin D also plays a role in muscle health. Many older adults are deficient in vitamin D due to reduced sun exposure and lower skin synthesis. Vitamin D supports muscle strength and balance. Including vitamin D-rich foods or safe sunlight exposure can provide additional protection. The truth is simple but powerful. Muscle loss is not inevitable at the speed many experience it. While some decline is natural, rapid weakness often signals nutritional gaps. Small changes can create significant improvements. Adding a protein-rich breakfast, including legumes in lunch, choosing fish a few times per week, staying hydrated, engaging in gentle strength exercises. These habits compound over time. The earlier you begin, the better. But even if you are already in your 70s or 80s, improvement is still possible. Research consistently shows that older adults can rebuild muscle when nutrition and resistance training are combined. The body retains its ability to adapt, even later in life. Strength is more than physical power. It represents independence. It allows you to rise from a chair without assistance, to walk confidently, to carry groceries, to travel, to live without fear of falling. When muscles weaken, life shrinks. When muscles strengthen, life expands. Many seniors accept weakness as destiny, but destiny can be influenced by daily habits. Nutrition is not complicated, it is consistent. Look at your plate. Does it contain quality protein? Does each meal support your muscles? Or are you unintentionally underfeeding the very tissues that keep you independent? Muscle health determines how you age. It affects balance, metabolism, immune function, and even mental clarity. Strong muscles improve glucose regulation, reduce risk of chronic disease complications, and enhance overall resilience. This is not about extreme diets or expensive supplements. It is about returning to simple, nourishing foods that your body recognizes and uses efficiently. A single egg contains approximately 6 grams of high-quality protein. A cup of Greek yogurt can provide 15 to 20 grams. A serving of lentils offers both protein and fiber. Small additions create meaningful totals by the end of the day. If appetite is low, smaller protein-rich snacks between meals can help. A handful of nuts, a yogurt cup, a boiled egg. These practical steps support daily requirements without overwhelming digestion. It is also important to avoid excessive processed foods. Highly refined carbohydrates may provide quick energy, but do little to maintain muscle. Balanced meals combining protein, healthy fats, and fiber promote stable energy and sustained strength. As you move forward, observe your body. Notice energy levels. Notice balance. Notice how easily you stand or walk. These signals reflect muscle health. You are not powerless in the aging process. While time moves forward, your choices still matter. Muscles respond to care. They respond to nourishment. They respond to use. The silent disappearance of muscle does not have to define your later years. With mindful eating and simple strength practices, you can slow decline, protect mobility, and preserve independence. Aging gracefully is not about resisting time. It is about supporting the body wisely. Feed your muscles. Move your body gently but consistently. Hydrate. Rest. Nourish. Because strength is freedom. And freedom is worth protecting. And freedom is worth protecting. Because once strength begins to fade, everything else slowly becomes harder. Daily routines require more effort. Confidence decreases. Even small physical challenges start to feel overwhelming. What many seniors do not realize is that muscle health does not only affect movement, it affects nearly every system inside the body. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. It helps regulate blood sugar, supports hormone balance, and protects joints. When muscle mass declines, blood sugar control often worsens. This increases the risk of type 2 diabetes complications. It can also lead to increased fat storage, especially around the abdomen. That added weight places extra pressure on knees, hips, and the lower back, creating a cycle of discomfort and reduced mobility. The connection between muscle and longevity is stronger than most people understand. Research consistently shows that seniors with higher muscle mass tend to live longer, experience fewer hospitalizations, and maintain independence for more years. Muscle acts as a protective reserve during illness. When the body faces stress, such as infection or injury, it draws on muscle tissue for recovery. Without that reserve, healing becomes slower and more difficult. Another overlooked factor is appetite decline with age. Many older adults eat less simply because they feel full faster or food tastes different. This natural reduction in appetite can unintentionally reduce protein intake. If meals are small and low in protein, the body begins breaking down muscle to compensate. This process can accelerate rapidly after age 65. To counter this, meals must become more intentional. Instead of eating out of habit, begin eating with purpose. Every meal should answer one simple question: does this help preserve your strength? Breakfast is often the weakest meal nutritionally for seniors. A piece of toast with tea may feel light and easy, but it contains minimal protein. Replacing that with 2 eggs, Greek yogurt, or a small portion of cottage cheese dramatically improves muscle support. Even adding nut butter to whole grain toast increases protein intake significantly. Lunch should include a clear protein source. Lentil soup, grilled fish, chicken breast, tofu stir-fry, or beans with vegetables are simple options. Portion size does not need to be large, but consistency is essential. Muscles require a steady supply of amino acids throughout the day. Dinner should not be the only time protein appears. Many seniors consume most of their protein in the evening, which limits muscle repair earlier in the day. Distributing protein evenly across 3 meals enhances muscle protein synthesis more effectively. Leucine, an essential amino acid found abundantly in eggs, dairy, and meat, plays a critical role in stimulating muscle growth. As we age, the body becomes less responsive to smaller amounts of leucine. This means slightly higher quality protein intake is necessary to trigger muscle repair. This is why simply eating a little protein may not be enough. Physical activity remains equally important. Muscles respond to use. Even the best diet cannot fully protect muscle if the body remains sedentary. Fortunately, strength training does not require heavy weights or intense workouts. Simple resistance exercises performed 2 to 3 times per week can significantly improve muscle mass and strength. Chair squats, wall push-ups, light resistance bands, and gentle leg lifts are highly effective when done consistently. Walking also plays a valuable role. Regular walking maintains circulation, joint mobility, and baseline muscle engagement. The key is consistency rather than intensity. Sleep also influences muscle preservation. During deep sleep, the body releases growth hormone, which supports tissue repair. Poor sleep reduces recovery capacity. Many seniors experience disrupted sleep patterns, which can further contribute to muscle decline. Creating a calming bedtime routine, limiting late caffeine, and maintaining consistent sleep schedules can improve recovery. Stress management is another important piece. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, which can promote muscle breakdown when prolonged. Gentle practices such as breathing exercises, meditation, or spending time outdoors can help regulate stress hormones and protect muscle tissue. Hydration cannot be overlooked. Even mild dehydration reduces physical performance and increases fatigue. Seniors often feel less thirsty, so intentional hydration becomes necessary. Keeping water nearby throughout the day and consuming water-rich foods like fruits and vegetables supports overall muscle function. Vitamin intake also matters. Vitamin D deficiency is common among older adults and is linked to muscle weakness and increased fall risk. Safe sun exposure or supplementation under medical guidance may be beneficial. Magnesium supports muscle contraction and relaxation. B vitamins contribute to energy production. However, supplementation should never replace real food. Whole foods provide synergistic nutrients that work together. A boiled egg delivers not only protein but also vitamins and healthy fats. Fish provides protein along with omega-3 fatty acids that reduce inflammation. Beans provide protein plus fiber that supports gut health. Inflammation remains one of the hidden accelerators of muscle decline. Diets high in refined sugar, processed foods, and unhealthy fats increase inflammation levels. Reducing sugary snacks, fried foods, and packaged products can significantly improve internal balance. Instead, focus on colorful vegetables, fruits, whole grains, healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, and seeds. These foods provide antioxidants that combat inflammation and support tissue repair. Another powerful strategy is maintaining social connection. Isolation often leads to reduced appetite and decreased physical activity. Eating meals with family or friends encourages better nutrition and emotional well-being. Emotional health directly influences physical health. Regular health checkups are also essential. Conditions such as thyroid disorders, anemia, or chronic illness can contribute to fatigue and weakness. Early detection allows proper treatment, preventing unnecessary muscle loss. One important mindset shift is understanding that aging does not mean surrendering strength. The body retains remarkable adaptability even in later decades. Studies show that individuals in their 70s and 80s can increase muscle mass through resistance training combined with adequate protein intake. The human body is designed to respond to challenge and nourishment. When given both, it improves. When deprived of either, it declines. Pay attention to warning signs. Difficulty rising from a chair without using hands. Slower walking speed. Unintentional weight loss. Frequent fatigue. These are signals that muscle support may be insufficient. Small adjustments can reverse these trends. Begin by calculating approximate daily protein needs. Many experts suggest around 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight for older adults, though individual needs vary. Spread this intake across meals. If chewing meat feels difficult, softer protein options like eggs, yogurt, lentils, and smoothies can help. Blended soups with beans or added protein powder may provide additional support for those with low appetite. Consistency creates results, not perfection. One balanced meal will not transform muscle health overnight. But repeated daily nourishment combined with regular movement creates cumulative benefits. It is also important to avoid extreme dieting. Rapid weight loss often results in muscle loss rather than fat loss in seniors. Maintaining stable weight through balanced nutrition supports muscle preservation. Confidence grows alongside strength. As muscles rebuild, daily tasks feel easier. Balance improves. Energy increases. This positive feedback encourages continued healthy habits. The journey toward maintaining muscle health is not about chasing youth. It is about protecting quality of life. Being able to walk confidently, travel comfortably, and engage in activities you love defines true vitality. The most powerful realization is this: muscle loss may be common with age, but it is not entirely unavoidable. Through mindful nutrition, consistent movement, proper rest, and balanced lifestyle habits, the pace of decline can be slowed significantly, and in many cases, partially reversed. Strength supports independence. Independence supports dignity. Dignity supports emotional well-being. When you nourish your muscles intentionally, you are investing in your future self. You are choosing mobility over limitation, resilience over fragility, and vitality over passivity. The body responds to care at every age. It is never too late to begin supporting it properly. Every protein-rich meal, every short walk, every resistance movement sends a signal: rebuild, repair, strengthen. And when those signals are repeated consistently, the body listens. It begins adapting in ways that may surprise you. Within a few weeks of improved nutrition and regular resistance movement, subtle changes often appear. Standing up feels smoother. Walking feels steadier. Carrying light objects feels less exhausting. These small improvements are not accidental. They are evidence that muscle tissue is rebuilding. But there is an important truth many seniors overlook. Rebuilding muscle after 60 requires slightly different strategies than it did in youth. As we age, the body becomes less sensitive to protein stimulation. This phenomenon is often called anabolic resistance. In simple terms, it means your muscles do not respond as strongly to small amounts of protein as they once did. Therefore, higher quality protein and adequate portions become essential. Instead of consuming 10 grams of protein at breakfast, aiming for 20 to 30 grams may create a stronger muscle-building signal. This does not require large meals. 2 eggs with Greek yogurt, or yogurt combined with nuts and seeds, can reach this level easily. Consistency matters more than quantity in a single meal. Muscles respond best to regular stimulation throughout the day. Skipping protein at breakfast and lunch, then consuming a heavy dinner, limits your body's ability to repair evenly. Equally important is movement timing. Light resistance exercises performed shortly after consuming protein enhance muscle protein synthesis. This means even simple chair exercises after breakfast can amplify the benefit of that meal. Balance training should also be incorporated. As muscles weaken, coordination declines. Gentle exercises such as standing on one foot while holding a stable surface, slow heel-to-toe walking, or guided balance movements can strengthen stabilizing muscles that protect against falls. Falls remain one of the greatest threats to senior independence. Weak thigh and hip muscles reduce the body's ability to correct sudden shifts in balance. Strengthening these muscle groups dramatically lowers fall risk. Vitamin intake continues to play a crucial role. Calcium supports bone strength, but without adequate muscle strength, bones alone cannot prevent falls. Vitamin D improves muscle contraction efficiency. Many older adults benefit from checking their vitamin D levels with a healthcare provider. Another nutrient often overlooked is omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats, found in fatty fish like salmon and sardines, may improve muscle protein response in older adults.
Omega-3s also reduce inflammation, which can otherwise impair muscle repair. Inflammation quietly accelerates muscle breakdown. Diets high in refined sugar, processed meats, and excessive fried foods increase inflammatory markers. Reducing these foods while increasing vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and healthy fats creates a more favorable internal environment for muscle maintenance. Gut health also influences muscle strength. Poor digestion reduces nutrient absorption.
Including fiber-rich foods like vegetables, legumes, and whole grains supports healthy gut bacteria. Fermented foods such as yogurt or kefir may further enhance nutrient absorption. Hydration remains foundational. Even mild dehydration reduces muscle performance and increases fatigue. Seniors often drink less water because thirst signals weaken with age. Creating a routine, such as drinking a glass of water upon waking and with each meal, ensures consistent intake. It is also vital to monitor unintended weight loss. Sudden or gradual weight loss in older adults often includes significant muscle loss. If clothing becomes loose or energy declines without explanation, nutritional intake should be reviewed promptly. Chronic illnesses can contribute to muscle decline as well. Conditions such as diabetes, heart disease, and arthritis may limit physical activity. However, carefully tailored exercise programs under medical supervision can still provide benefits without strain. Sleep quality should never be underestimated. During deep sleep, the body releases hormones responsible for tissue repair. Fragmented sleep reduces recovery capacity. Maintaining consistent sleep schedules, reducing late-night screen exposure, and creating a calm sleep environment can improve restorative sleep. Stress management also influences muscle preservation. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, a hormone that can promote muscle breakdown over time. Gentle breathing exercises, meditation, light stretching, or spending time in nature can reduce stress hormones. Protein variety improves overall nutrition. While eggs and fish are powerful sources, combining plant-based proteins like lentils, chickpeas, tofu, and quinoa ensures a broad amino acid profile and additional fiber. Chewing difficulties sometimes reduce protein intake in seniors. Softer protein options such as scrambled eggs, yogurt, cottage cheese, protein smoothies, or well-cooked legumes can make intake easier. Appetite stimulation may require small, frequent meals rather than large portions. Eating every 3 to 4 hours ensures a steady nutrient supply. Even a small protein snack between meals supports muscle repair. Strength training does not require a gym membership. Resistance bands, light dumbbells, or even water bottles can create effective resistance. Performing simple exercises 2 to 3 times per week is sufficient for noticeable improvement. Progress should be gradual. Increasing repetitions slowly prevents injury. The goal is not exhaustion, but consistent stimulation. One encouraging reality is that muscle memory persists even after long periods of inactivity. Seniors who begin exercising after years of sedentary living often regain strength faster than expected. The body retains its adaptive capacity. Social engagement can enhance motivation. Exercising with a partner or attending a community class increases consistency. Shared meals also improve nutritional intake. Medical guidance remains important for individuals with underlying conditions. Personalized plans ensure safety and effectiveness. Mindset ultimately determines long-term success. Believing that weakness is inevitable often leads to inaction. Recognizing that improvement is possible encourages proactive choices. muscle health influences more than movement. It affects blood sugar stability, immune resilience, and even cognitive clarity. Stronger muscles improve circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients efficiently throughout the body. Preventing sarcopenia, the clinical term for age-related muscle loss, requires awareness and action. The earlier adjustments begin, the more muscle can be preserved. Tracking simple indicators can help. Measure grip strength, walking speed, or the number of chair stands completed in 30 seconds. Improvements in these measures reflect positive muscle adaptation. Nutritional planning should remain simple and sustainable. Extreme diets are unnecessary. Balanced meals combining protein, healthy fats, and fiber provide stability. Avoiding prolonged bed rest during illness is also critical. Even light movement during recovery prevents rapid muscle loss. Family members and caregivers should understand the importance of protein and movement for older adults. Encouragement and support can make a significant difference. Every meal becomes an opportunity to strengthen rather than weaken. Every movement becomes an investment rather than a burden. The body responds to consistent care. It does not require perfection. It requires repetition. Strength gained today protects tomorrow. Independence maintained now preserves dignity later. Muscle is not merely tissue. It is protection, mobility, energy, and confidence combined. When nutrition and movement align, aging becomes more manageable. Challenges remain, but resilience increases. There is no magic solution. There is disciplined nourishment and steady activity. The path to preserving muscle after 60 is clear. Prioritize high-quality protein, distribute intake evenly, engage in resistance exercises, maintain hydration, manage stress, sleep deeply, reduce inflammation, and remain socially connected. These actions may appear simple, but their cumulative effect is powerful. Each day offers another chance to strengthen what time attempts to reduce. And when strength is preserved, independence remains within reach. Rebuilding strength after 60 isn't about reversing time. It's about working intelligently with the body you have today. Many older adults underestimate how adaptable their bodies remain. Even in later decades, muscle fibers can grow thicker, nerve connections can become more efficient, and endurance can improve significantly when the right stimulus is applied consistently. One of the most overlooked factors is routine. The body thrives on predictable signals. When you eat balanced meals at similar times and move your muscles regularly, your system begins to anticipate those demands, making hormonal responses, digestion, and recovery more efficient. Morning hours are especially powerful. A protein-rich breakfast combined with light stretching or resistance activity activates muscle protein synthesis early. This reduces the long inactive window that often accelerates muscle breakdown. Afternoon movement is also valuable. A short walk after lunch improves blood sugar regulation and keeps leg muscles engaged. Adding a few sit-to-stand repetitions from a chair strengthens the thighs and hips, which are essential for climbing stairs and preventing falls. Evening routines should focus on recovery. Gentle stretching, hydration, and a lighter protein-containing meal can support overnight repair. Another key component is progressive overload. This simply means gradually increasing the challenge. It doesn't require heavy weights. It can be as simple as adding 2 extra repetitions, slowing down movements to increase tension, or holding a position slightly longer. Tracking your progress in a small notebook provides motivation and shows how small improvements accumulate into noticeable strength gains. Pain management is also crucial. Mild muscle soreness is normal, but sharp joint pain is not. Learning the difference prevents injury. Always warm up before activity and cool down afterward. Protein quality deserves attention. Animal sources like eggs, fish, and dairy contain complete amino acid profiles. Plant sources can be just as supportive when combined thoughtfully, like beans with whole grains. Instead of concentrating protein in one meal, spread it evenly across breakfast, lunch, and dinner to create multiple repair windows throughout the day. Strength isn't built in isolation. Cardiovascular health, flexibility, and balance are all connected. Moderate aerobic activity, gentle stretching, and evolving balance exercises create a well-rounded foundation for strength. Hydration, micronutrients from a varied diet, and even sunlight for vitamin D all play quiet but significant roles. Recovery days are just as important as active days. Muscles rebuild during rest. Social connection, like exercising with a friend, enhances consistency. And remember, your mental framing matters. View exercise as an investment in your independence. Setbacks will happen. The key is to return gently without guilt. As your strength improves, daily life becomes easier. Carrying groceries, rising from chairs, and maintaining good posture require less effort. The journey of maintaining muscle after 60 is defined not by intensity, but by intention. Small, repeated actions compound over time. Thanks for watching. That steady commitment gradually reshapes not only the body, but daily identity. A person who once felt fragile begins to feel capable again. Capability changes choices. Instead of avoiding stairs, you climb them. Instead of hesitating to leave the house, you step outside with assurance. These small behavioral shifts reinforce physical progress and create a positive cycle of strength and confidence. Momentum is powerful in later decades of life. When progress becomes visible, motivation strengthens. You may notice firmer handshakes, improved walking speed, or the ability to rise from the floor more easily. These are meaningful indicators that muscle fibers are responding and neural pathways are becoming more efficient. Neuromuscular efficiency is an often overlooked benefit of consistent training. Strength is not only about muscle size, it is also about how effectively the brain communicates with muscle tissue. Repeated movement patterns improve coordination, allowing muscles to contract more synchronously and with greater precision. This reduces wasted energy and improves stability. Stability protects joints. Strong surrounding muscles absorb force that would otherwise stress knees, hips, and shoulders. For older adults managing mild arthritis, improved muscular support can significantly reduce discomfort during daily tasks. Foot strength also deserves attention. The small muscles in the feet contribute to balance and posture. Simple exercises such as gently gripping the floor with your toes or performing controlled heel raises strengthen the foundation of the entire body. A stable base enhances confidence while walking on uneven surfaces. Hand strength influences independence as well. Grip exercises using a soft ball or light resistance tools maintain dexterity needed for opening jars, carrying bags, and performing household activities. Preserving fine motor strength supports autonomy in subtle but essential ways. Nutrition strategies can evolve as progress continues. Rotating protein sources prevents monotony and ensures a broad spectrum of nutrients. Including colorful vegetables at each meal supplies antioxidants that combat oxidative stress, which naturally increases with age and can accelerate muscle fatigue. Adequate carbohydrate intake should not be neglected. While protein builds and repairs tissue, carbohydrates provide accessible energy for movement. Whole grains, fruits, and legumes deliver sustained fuel without sharp blood sugar fluctuations. Balanced energy prevents excessive fatigue that might otherwise discourage activity. Healthy fats remain critical for hormonal balance. Nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fatty fish support cellular membranes and reduce chronic inflammation. When inflammation is controlled, recovery improves and soreness diminishes more quickly. Routine health monitoring enhances long-term success. Periodic checkups allow early identification of nutrient deficiencies, hormonal changes, or metabolic shifts that could influence muscle preservation. Addressing these factors proactively keeps progress steady. Community resources can offer additional structure. Senior centers, local fitness groups, or guided virtual classes provide instruction and encouragement. Shared experiences normalize the effort required to maintain strength and reduce feelings of isolation. It is important to celebrate milestones. Recognizing improvements reinforces commitment. Whether it is walking an extra block, lifting slightly heavier resistance, or maintaining balance for a longer duration, acknowledgement strengthens motivation. Variety prevents boredom. Alternating between resistance bands, bodyweight exercises, light weights, and functional movements keeps sessions engaging. Functional exercises that mimic real-life tasks, such as step-ups or carrying moderate loads, translate directly into everyday capability. Outdoor activity offers additional psychological benefits. Natural light, fresh air, and changing scenery elevate mood and reduce stress hormones. Lower stress supports muscle retention by minimizing catabolic signals that contribute to tissue breakdown. Mind-body practices such as Tai Chi or gentle yoga integrate strength, flexibility, and balance simultaneously. These disciplines encourage mindful movement, improving body awareness and reducing fall risk. Consistency during travel or busy periods requires planning. Packing lightweight resistance bands or committing to short bodyweight routines prevents long gaps. Even brief sessions maintain neuromuscular engagement and make returning to full routines easier. Hydration strategies may adapt with climate and activity level. Warmer environments increase fluid loss, making regular intake even more essential. Adding electrolyte-rich foods such as fruits and vegetables helps maintain mineral balance. For individuals recovering from illness, gradual re-entry is essential. Starting with low-intensity movements and slowly rebuilding capacity prevents discouragement. Muscles respond quickly to renewed stimulus when given patience and appropriate progression. Sleep hygiene continues to influence outcomes profoundly. Establishing calming pre-sleep rituals, limiting caffeine later in the day, and maintaining consistent bedtimes improve restorative cycles. Deep sleep phases are particularly important for growth hormone release and tissue repair. Emotional resilience also plays a role. Aging may bring life changes that challenge motivation. Staying connected with friends, pursuing hobbies, and maintaining a sense of purpose contribute indirectly to physical vitality by encouraging regular movement and self-care. Education empowers decision-making. Understanding why protein distribution matters or how progressive overload works transforms routines from blind repetition into informed strategy. Knowledge increases adherence because actions feel purposeful. Postural awareness during daily activities reinforces training benefits. Standing tall while cooking, engaging the core while lifting objects, and distributing weight evenly while walking strengthen habits that protect joints and conserve energy. Breathing rhythm during exercise should remain steady. Exhaling during exertion and inhaling during release stabilizes the core and reduces unnecessary strain. Proper breathing enhances endurance and prevents dizziness. Seasonal adjustments may be necessary. Colder months can limit outdoor walking, so indoor alternatives such as marching in place or climbing stairs maintain cardiovascular engagement. Flexibility in planning prevents regression. As strength accumulates, consider incorporating light power movements under safe guidance. Controlled, slightly faster repetitions train muscles to react quickly, which is essential for preventing falls when balance is unexpectedly challenged. Confidence gained through physical improvement often spills into other aspects of life. Individuals may feel more willing to engage socially, travel, or participate in family events. Physical capability expands emotional horizons. Gratitude can reinforce persistence. Appreciating what the body can still accomplish shifts focus from perceived limitations to tangible strengths. This mindset reduces frustration and fosters long-term adherence. Tracking nutrition occasionally ensures alignment with goals. Reviewing protein intake, hydration habits, and vegetable consumption helps identify subtle gaps before they influence performance. Recovery techniques such as gentle massage, warm showers, or light stretching sessions enhance circulation and reduce stiffness. These supportive practices make regular exercise feel sustainable rather than exhausting. Avoid comparing progress with others. Each body responds uniquely based on genetics, history, and health status. Personal improvement is the only meaningful benchmark. Financial considerations need not become barriers. Effective strength training can be accomplished at home with minimal equipment. Commitment and creativity often matter more than expensive memberships. Family involvement strengthens accountability. Sharing goals with loved ones or inviting them to participate creates encouragement and shared responsibility for well-being. Remember that plateaus are natural. Periods of slower progress do not signal failure. Slight adjustments in intensity, variety, or nutrition often reignite adaptation. Long-term perspective is essential. Muscle preservation is not a short program, but an ongoing practice. The objective is sustained independence, not temporary transformation. Resilience grows from repetition. Each session completed despite mild resistance from the mind reinforces discipline. Over time, discipline transforms into habit, and habit becomes identity. When identity shifts towards strength and self-care, choices align naturally with health. Nutritious meals feel normal. Movement feels expected. Rest feels deserved. The body continues adapting as long as it receives clear, consistent signals. Even modest efforts performed faithfully produce meaningful results. Years from now, the benefits of today's commitment will remain evident in the ease of standing, walking, lifting, and embracing life's opportunities. Strength is not merely physical capacity, it is preserved freedom. And preserved freedom allows aging to unfold with dignity, stability, and confidence rooted in daily action.